episode back into the new year for 2025. Dope Fresh, what's good, bro?
What's happening, man? It's been a minute, but we still in it to win it, man.
While the circumstances happen, we'll tell the storm. We actually have the Fresh Pad and the Creative Cave kind of tucked out in the country. So when we got snow and ice, we had it for a while.
Yeah, man. It was all bad because we had big plans for our first New Year's. Because that first episode was supposed to be New Year's Day, and then
This episode,
this episode right here that y'all getting now was supposed to be New Year's Day, and man, the weather was just terrible. We in the Midwest, of course, y'all know that. So I mean, it really hit the whole. What was crazy about it was like, man, the West Coast was on fire in California, and over here where we at was all it was just bad, all ice, big ice storm, man. So
what a start to 2025, right?
Crazy,
yeah. So, so what we were initially going to talk about on that episode. By the way, thanks for everybody tuning back in, and anybody who's here that we make this announcement. The winners for the contest that we have will be announced later in this episode. So if you guys are watching it, please stay tuned because we will be announcing the names and you guys will have to find it here.
Stay tuned. We're going to draw them names, man. That was another thing we was excited about, and we had to postpone that. But we appreciate everybody rocking with us, everybody that followed the directions and the rules. So we can't wait to bless y'all. So stay tuned. But
yeah, no doubt.
But go ahead and say what it was something that you wanted to talk about in particular that we was going to talk about before, but let's talk about it now.
So we were going to do the 2025 kind of the new is something that to me is humongous, and it's AI and the power of AI and how fast things are moving. And I keep hearing a lot of people, even me, I said, yeah, artificial intelligence, it can't be artificial and be intelligent, right? I had a lot of kind of thoughts about how like AI was going to happen, how it was going to work. And I have been blown away.
Man, this Shine has been hitting my line for the last, like, almost every few days. Like,
just out broke.
Yeah, man. But some of the stuff that you've shown me, man, the AI can do, it's blown my mind too, man. I'm like, wow, bro.
Do you think, at least even for you, because I mean, you hear it from my side. So of course you're kind of hearing like what it can do. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? Was there something that like when you first started hearing it until I actually showed you? I don't think you doubted me, right?
Nah, I ain't gonna never doubt Shine, man.
But but was there like, man, is dude smoking on something, or what do we say, discombobulated? Is there something going on? Because some of the stuff I was telling you were kind of like, bro, that's so dope. And then when I showed you with the conversation that we had with the AI.
Man, it's crazy. Like you said, I didn't doubt it because I know you, man. I know when you dive into something, you really dive into it. So I didn't doubt it, but to see it firsthand was just, like I said, kind of mind blowing. Like, damn, man. And the crazy thing is, it's still basically in its early stages. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how crazy it's gonna get. Like the only thing I really knew about AI was, fake songs being posted on the internet and it's sounding like just like the rapper for the most part. Like some of the stuff you could tell, you're like, oh, that's fake.
Yeah.
But like I heard
video AI that they do like with their mouth.
With their mouth, yeah. I heard a version of Not Like Us, and it was Lil Wayne rapping over the beat, and he was dissing Kendrick Lamar. Man, that thing has so many views and comments on TikTok, and it's crazy how many people think that that's Lil Wayne. And I'm like, man, AI is dangerous, bro. That could cause a whole beef. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Kendrick Lamar and his team, they know, they're smart enough to know what's fake and what's not. But again, like I said, man, it's in its early stages. So just imagine how much more advances, and it's moving so rapidly. Because I feel like we just first started hearing about AI maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, tops. And
it really started kind of catching wind on being kind of like the next thing that was
the next wave. Yeah,
I was shocked. And of course, when I see things, I need to see it like in person, like to see things happen. And the one thing I'll tell you is phenomenal is I think it was January. I'm probably wrong about the date. This is January 11th or 12th. Obviously, when we didn't do the episode, but it said that of the United States, I believe like 90 some odd people used AI, and only 1/3 of those people knew it.
90% of people.
90%, right. And I'm going,
damn.
But that makes sense, right? Because AI has been used for chatbots. So when you call your cable company, or you call somebody, that's an AI bot. You know, it's
Yep.
an AI voice bot. Everything is kind of ran now because everything's being automated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's moving so rapidly, we don't even know. When you pick up your phone, you say, "Hey Siri," that's AI.
AI. Yep.
Everything.
Crazy.
Gemini, it's getting smarter, it's getting better. But the open world of AI, from what I've discovered, is so massive that you don't really have one AI that covers it all. It's like each AI model or bot or assistant. Sorry if I'm sounding like geeky, but
Nah.
but like
Educate us.
man, but they're selling a basically a an employee, right? So they can say, I want an assistant that does this job. I want this. I want to pay 80,000. People are paying $80,000 plus cost of building a bot that does a specific thing really well.
Man.
Anything. And these are things that we have tools to do. There's a lot of different things. I use it for research. Matter of fact, we've actually used AI in one of our episodes.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, and I think you just found out, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. One
I
of
was like, by the way, because you were like,
yeah,
"Ah,
you
I didn't really
did.
feel
Yep.
that song."
Yep. It was, yeah. We're not even gonna say what episode. That's for y'all to find out. But usually the music that y'all hear in the beginning of the episodes of each episode is either one of my songs or one of Shine's songs.
Or one
So
of the team.
yeah,
Yeah,
or somebody.
for us,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, somebody from Forever Fresh. Yeah, we've used Illness's song
Mhm.
before. But there's an episode where you said you used a AI generated. Was it just a beat?
It was just the beat. I think I reached out to you, and I believe it was like either something was going on that you were doing something with your daughter, you were busy, and I'm like, man, I need to get a song. So I like literally went on, took 15 minutes, and made a beat
That's crazy.
and put it in, and never told anybody because I'm just like, I just kind of really need a filler. But like I said, when I told you, and you're like, oh, and it was the one song that you were like, nah. No, but it was funky. And
Yeah.
for anybody who knows me personally, man, I like funk.
What Snoop Dogg say? Funky like an old batch of collard green.
Man, I likes the funk, man. I like the feel. But I remember, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna tell him I made that.
So let me ask you this: with you saying that and revealing that, with you being able to generate a AI, or AI generated a beat to your liking, um, in 15 minutes, you say it was that quick.
Mm.
What does that say about the future of beat makers and producers? If AI can do that, and you told me off camera, what you could say now was specific. It's kind of specific to what you wanted to cook up. It's not like just that easy. Like you have to tell it,
Everything's a
specific stuff.
formula. When it comes to anything computer AI generated, it runs off basically prompts. You have to tell, and again, you used to be able to do like a Google search for something and say, in a broad, I want to know about the government,
Yeah,
okay, or you want to know about the department or Department of Treasury or something specific, right?
yeah,
This allows you to hone in on, but you have to know how to work it.
yeah,
Right. It's a kind of a sophisticated thing, but it's easy enough to figure out if you spend the time. When people are generating these, have you ever seen these images? You're like, good Lord, like it's this dog and this, you see, it's just amazing, right? It's just kind of fascinating. But then you actually look at the prompt that they use, and it's like a 70 or 80 word. And you're like, okay, but each detail in the specific order, all that matters. How you put it, how you prompt it, and how you prompt it with what you want to say.
So the more specific, the better.
That's
The
correct.
better AI works for you.
That's right.
So what do you feel about, like I said, beat makers? If you just got a beat made, because every matter of fact, y'all go to foreverfresh.com, get you some beats if you need them.
Some of the freshest, hardest hidden beats on the internet.
Yes, sir. But what does that say about the future of production? Because if AI is that, if it's that advanced right now, rappers are eventually gonna be like, man, I just get AI to produce my whole album. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting like a real beat maker. What do you think?
I don't know specifically on how that's, going to go, but the one thing that I'll tell you, and it's even like with the one thing I don't do in AI is AI generated videos. I want, because it's kind of my specific field. I see what it does. It's cool. I like some of the stuff, but I believe some things you're always going to have the human in the loop.
Yeah.
Because beats, if you think about it, you can have something generate beats, but without knowing how to use it, right? Because you could put a prompt and change something different. I have spent hours trying to get a specific one thing done, and it is very, very hard. Very,
Okay.
very hard. That beat that I made, let's just say I didn't like the bass line or what, I could start changing things, but AI makes this decision based on many factors. Is it your AI? Have you trained this AI? It gets so deep because you're using somebody else's AI, so it's trained to do a certain thing. It kind of trained in a certain direction of funk.
Got you.
What about
Got you.
G funk? What about old school funk? What about original funk? Everything goes in a specific order and a specific direction. That's where AI gets very confusing, at least for most people, for me, because I'm like, I don't get it. And then when I got it, I'm like, now I get it. There's so much information that while creating things with everything you need, you still have to be specific in what you want, even more.
I got a homeboy, my homeboy Draco. He wrote a song for this guy, this music producer. He wanted him to write an R&B song, and he wrote it for, he's gonna have a singer sing it.
Hmm.
So Draco, he's no singer by no means, you know what I'm saying? But he wrote the
Right there with you,
song,
bro.
and he basically made like a reference track of how he wanted the singer to sing it. This was maybe a couple months ago. He hit me just a few days ago, and he sent me a version of the song. Now he wrote it as an R&B song, but the version AI produced a version of his song, took his lyrics and made a whole song. And they took it from R&B to like a reggaeton type feel, almost like Latin pop. I mean, it's fire though, bro. Like, I mean, you heard
Yeah,
it.
you
It's
played it. And it was impressive because it sounds like a complete finished, done track, like ready to put on like an album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And I'm like, man, that is crazy, man. And I mean, generated the beat and everything from scratch. And
That's
it
crazy.
literally put auto tune on the well, I can't say the artist was, it was all AI. So,
Right.
but just the fact that it can do that is like, man, it's amazing, man. And
It's quick.
very quick. And then speaking of, we was talking about when I asked you about what would it mean for the future of producers. Man, we lost a legendary producer in music, man.
Yeah.
Just recently,
Gotti.
Irv Gotti, man. He was responsible for getting DMX on,
Mm.
Ja Rule, of course. Yeah, I think he produced a few big records for Jay-Z,
Rest in peace, man.
Ashanti, just a lot of, from the early 2000s, man, that 2000s era, like you couldn't mention music, hip hop without Irv Gotti, man.
It's
So,
always attached. Well, let me ask you this because you're the one that brought this up. 50 Cent has something to say.
oh
How do you feel?
man, he said smoking on that Gotti pack, when he passed away. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Everybody know I'm Mr. All Disrespect Intended. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I see both sides of it. I feel like I can understand why some people would be like, man, that's just distasteful, man. That's crazy. The man's dead. Leave it alone. You don't got to rub it in. But I will say, allegedly, 50, we all know 50 Cent was shot 9 times.
Mm.
A lot of people say that Irv Gotti and his, one of his partners, in the streets had something to do with that.
Allegedly.
And then Irv Gotti said himself, we don't even have to say allegedly on this part. He's got interviews that he said he blocked and tried to blackball 50 Cent, like in the music industry when he was trying to get on. And he said,
It was personal. Yeah.
yeah. So if somebody tried to allegedly take your life and then not allegedly, but really try to stop you from eating, from feeding your family and feeding yourself, from work, it's like, man, I can understand where you would say, hey, in life and in death, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it sounds treacherous, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's your take on it?
I mean, you and I have kind of spoke on this. After somebody's gone, like to me, it's over. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, good friends, once the relationship's over, everything that was said within that relationship all dies when that goes. I don't plan on using anything. You know, to me, I mean, of course, I've never had anybody try to take food out of my, and those people that have, I think of how I reacted, and it's much different than the way I'm speaking now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. But man, when somebody's gone, to me, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Like at what point, if you're gonna say, matter of fact, I just thought of something. So Andre Green, Dre Vice, one of my best friends that passed away, he had
R.I.P.
somebody, yeah, man, still miss that dude. He would really enjoy being part of this. But I remember when he passed away, I called somebody who I kind of was brought Dre brought this person in, and I thought we were all cool. And, and I called, and I'm like, "Yo, are you going to the funeral? Do you need a ride?" And man, he started speaking very bad on Dre's name. And while I'm sitting here mourning, losing my best friend, and then this guy who was brought in by my best friend as being one of the bros is like talking, and he made it about 5 minutes into it. And I said, "Hey man, so I'm just gonna tell you how I feel." I said, "I don't care on what you think." I said, "If you weren't man enough to say it in front of his face while he was alive," I said, "don't be a fucking punk and say it to me." I said, "Because I don't care. He's gone." I said,
Real
"If you had
shit.
something to say, you should have said it then." And, he kind of started stumbling. I said, "Just don't show up to the funeral."
That's real, man.
And he didn't.
Real talk.
I mean, because I just thought, why would you do that after? Like, why are you so easy to say that now when you wouldn't say it before? If you got something to say it. Don't wait till somebody's dead to say it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know you're not saying that in regards of, because we know 50 said the worst while he was alive too. So it wasn't like 50 was
That's
a punk
true.
or nothing like
Yeah.
that.
No, not at all. Not at
But
all.
nah, I get what you're
In,
saying.
in that situation, he was a punk. I'm
Dude
like,
was
you
a
should
punk
have
for sure, yeah. But R.I.P. man to Irv Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Like again, man, however you feel about how people that knew him felt about him personally, man, you can't deny his contributions to music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Huge.
absolute legend for sure, man. And so I want to talk about the Super Bowl, man. What you
The
call it?
Spanking Super Bowl of the history. I tell you what, those boys got the shit beat out of them.
Man.
I have never seen a team that was so highly anticipated to do something get handled almost the entire game.
Man, it was, I mean, all phases, special teams, defense, offense. I mean, they put belts to asses, bro.
I felt sorry for Mahomes. He didn't get no protection. That dude couldn't even think to throw the ball.
Man, bro, I lost money. Everybody know I'm a gambler, man. I put money on the Chiefs.
I felt bad after the Texas sent.
I thought they was going to 3-peat, man. I'm like, damn, it was halftime, man. I'm looking at my brothers, and it's 24-0. We looking like, damn, bro. This like aside from them just getting beat down like that, it was like, and me having money on the Chiefs, but it's like at least for the Super Bowl, you want to see a good game, a competitive game. That was, man, it was terrible, bro.
I thought it was going to be a lot different after the first two plays.
Yeah,
after it started, which I thought both plays were, they should have let that go. It's almost like they can't play football. One of the craziest things when I watch, when they kick the ball, like a kick return, and nobody moves.
Yeah.
You know how weird that looks? Because, back in the day, you kick the ball, everybody would take off.
Nah, that's because they changed the rule this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But used to, when you make contact with the ball.
Yeah, then everybody.
But, dude, it's like, I'm going.
You can't get used to that new rule.
Oh, I'm like, why is nobody moving? I'm like, oh, because dude has to catch the ball first.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That sucks the life out of football for me,
I'll say this, the halftime show was the highlight. Kendrick did his thing. It was dope. It was
Did you see Drake on the field?
You silly.
Somebody said, "Drake, is that you?"
Man, I feel like for me, that was the only good thing about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And even the commercials, sometimes they have good, funny commercials. I didn't really see a commercial that I thought was entertaining or nothing, man. It was just.
They showed the one with the little dude from Milo and Stitch.
Yeah.
That was
Lilo
on the
and
field,
Stitch.
or Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, that was. I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, it was. Yeah, Kendrick was definitely for me. We all know why.
Yeah.
I believe in exposing people who are bad doing bad things, and what bigger platform? He's kind of like the king right now.
He's the king. He's definitely the king in mainstream hip hop, man. And the fact that he did it, man, no background track or nothing. And it was just like, it wasn't the theatrics of the fireworks, explosions. It was just like hip hop, like straight. Yeah, like you had to listen, and a lot of subliminal messages. So, man, salute to Kendrick, man, for real. That
certified Drake, huh?
But man, let's get to this. I know they waiting, man. Let's get to this this giveaway, man. Our first giveaway at the Fresh Podcast is probably gonna be many more, but we can't wait to get to it, man. So let's get to it right now. You know what I'm saying? You want to draw a name first, and then I draw a name, or how you want to do it?
We'll shake it up. I'll draw. You draw.
All right, go ahead. Shake it up.
Right.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake them. Like
I'll see this. And I'll let you shake too, and then we'll grab out.
All right, you go first, bro.
All right. One. And my dog says hi. If you haven't heard her barking for the last 5 minutes.
They probably won't be able to hear. Let's see who we got, man. Let's see who won.
All right. Charlene Styles.
Okay. Shout out to Charlene Styles.
Big
And
winner.
for mine is Mitch Allison.
Mitch Allison.
Yep, Mitch Allison. So
All right.
Charlene Styles and Mitch Allison, y'all have
Congratulations.
congratulations. Y'all have a week. Y'all can contact us on the Fresh Podcast page or one of our personal pages, and just let us know how you want that bread. You want it Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, however y'all want it. You can get it.
Come get it collected.
We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Much love, much love.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. We'll be doing more of these because more than anything, we love to give back. The comments, we see every comment on every YouTube, on every post. So just to let you guys know, we watch and we appreciate so much that you guys are so involved into the podcast, and that has helped and been a big part of what it's become.
Absolutely, man. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep pushing, keep putting on for y'all and giving y'all great quality content. So we appreciate it. And we are so happy to be back, man. We back.
Way too long, and we're definitely going to try to avoid that in the future. So we have some great episodes coming up. We have a lot of exciting things coming on, and we are already in the works on putting together the interview section that we're going to start doing and implementing sometime this summer. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we are so glad to be back. And from me and Doe Fresh, the Fresh Podcast.
Keep it fresh.
Now that's tragic, but this chopper do magic.